Before we start the first video, I want to explain what this supercut is going to change from the original videos themselves. I will add on to my claims some more to strengthen the points made in the video, while adding screenshots for more proof if necessary. The only video that will not be changed for the most part is the finale, as editing it midway will really make the flow of things weird. Don't worry though, as there will be more clarification after that video, and then more stuff that I have seen from Light and the others. It's, well, very juicy, to say the least. Anyways, let's kick this off with the first video. I don't like making these kinds of videos, but this one's warranted. Trust me. I have put up with this for too long, and I'm not letting it slide no more, because this time it's seriously going too far. I told you, Light. I told you to stay away from me and stay out of my life. Leave me alone. I told you that. And what are you doing? Trying to garner my attention again. So, you wanted my attention? You freaking got it. So context for people who don't know who I'm talking about. This guy is a past acquaintance of mine. I met him in about maybe 2022. I was about 14, 15 whenever I met him. We knew each other for a good while. Thought we were good friends. Until about 2024, I finally realized what he was doing. There were clues on the way there, but I realized what was going on. Turns out, every little vent he made, every little thing that he talked about in my server or literally anywhere else, I want you guys to know this is the person who changes their profile picture whenever they're sad, changes their status, changes their entire bio, does immense amounts of freaking overkill just to get someone to talk to him whenever he's sad. And he's done this probably enough times to where if you challenged me to take a shot of liquor every single time I've seen him do it, I would end up in the hospital, or worse, I might wind up being dead. So, in 2024, I cut him off. I told him to stay out of my life. I didn't want him to be around me anymore. I gave him enough chances as is. He kept on asking to come back into my server when he literally caused all kinds of hell in there. And I kept telling him no. I told him no. He got angry and snippy at me whenever I called him out that day. Light bought subscribers and showed it off on a live stream of his. I called him out for that in DMs. I called him a fraud, which, yeah, you could say that was overkill, but I mean, what kind of person buys subscribers to try to quote-unquote start a career? You don't see me doing that. I could've, but I didn't. I got here in about 12 years' time, but I got here through pure motivation. Insert Virgil bury the light joke here. I didn't buy my subscribers. This has nothing to do with it, so I'm not going to talk long on it. But bottom line, he bought subscribers. I called him a fraud, and then we went back and forth. He said that I never gave a crap about him. You know what? Let me pull up the DMs. Alright, so this was around the time when he was still changing his status repeatedly, and just this whole profile on Discord, talking about how he's going to
gay man himself,
and this and that and the other, all kinds of depression stuff. Here's the thing with that kind of topic. People who really want to do it don't say they want to do it. They never are open about it like he was. He was way too open about it. That's not what a person who has those feelings would act like. I told him that he's literally driving away everyone who cares about him with the way he was acting. He said, oh, it's not his fault. It's other people who made me like this. What people? Bree? The person who called you out on your crap? That you still hold a grudge against? And now I'm on that list because I cut you off? I told him that I brought up the whole bot subscribers thing. He said, yeah, I can tell you saw that. I really don't care what you say. And I told him, you don't care what I say, but you really care about what everyone else says to you. He said, I care what my other friends say, but I know dang well you didn't give a flying F about me. I did, Light. I did. I did care about you. That's why I kept you around for so long. Because I tried and tried and tried to change you. But I need to realize that I can't change anyone. Unless if I get lucky. But I can't change no one. I told him about the stuff I saw on his status that night. I told him he made his profile picture like Suicide Mouse. You guys know that little Disney creepypasta. It's very iconic. I don't need to introduce it. He made his entire profile Suicide Mouse themed, and then he talked a big game about wanting to
self-destruct in a game of Smash Bros.
But with his status, whenever he was saying all that, his status said he was literally playing Smash Ultimate. How are you going to talk a big game about that and then be gaming at the same time? Like, what? He said I wasn't making it easy to talk to him. I told him I tried to get him to calm down, but I can't get him to listen to me if it were to save my life. He said that I'm lucky I still have people who care about me. I said, you don't? Oh wait, you don't know that you do because you're driving them away from you. Depression's not a personality trait, or not a quirky personality trait, Light. It's not like a funny little thing to put in your bio. It's a genuine problem in the world. He said, you know, maybe if you didn't come talk to me about this, maybe I wouldn't be depressed as much. I said, oh, so now it's my fault you're depressed? That's not how it works. You don't just develop depression in the snap of a finger. You have to be diagnosed with it. You take medication for it. And yeah, I know about that stuff, maybe because my mom does it. He then said that he's sorry for putting me and the others through this, and I can hate Docs or do whatever I want to him. He doesn't deserve my forgiveness. He wanted to say he's sorry. And I said, yeah, you really conveyed that message well. Sorry, kid, time's up. I tried to help you, but it just looks like my efforts are in vain. And then after that, I just cut him off. I was done. I'm still done. I'm still done as in, like, looking back on that situation just really makes me realize how absolutely stupid it was. But I don't think about it every day of my life. That's the big difference. I don't think about the situation every day. I don't do that. Come to find out that he held that against me for a long time. Like, I'm not shocked. I'm not shocked that he held that against me for the longest time. I didn't even freaking do anything. All I did was cut him off. I literally didn't do anything. I tried my best to help him. He did this to himself. I didn't do crap. The only thing I did was dip on him, and he took that real freaking personally. And I'm disappointed in him. But fast forward through all that, that's not important. Just want to explain my history with him and why I'm making this video. Tonight, this shows up on my feed. You guys recognize the character in there? Probably because look who it is. You know, the guy I voice, my Sona, all that. Did you ever give Light permission? Did you ever like willingly go in that video, buddy?
Nope.
You know, I didn't think so. Yeah, he used my Sona in a Roblox FNF SML thing. I don't know. I don't pay attention to FNF anymore. I haven't since 2021, and technically speaking 2022, but that's behind me. Genuinely don't know where this dude gets off in taking my character and putting it in something that I did not give him permission to use my character in. I'm not friends with Light. I haven't been friends with him in a year now. I cut him off a year ago. This month literally marks a year ever since it happened. Not only that, but couldn't even, like, animate it correctly. So, what he did in turn, he went to my Roblox page instead, because he couldn't draw it to animate it at all. And my Roblox avatar, mind you, looks like this. Does it look familiar to you in this? Maybe this. Or this. Yeah. Stole my Roblox avatar without my permission to use in this random freaking video just to garner attention from me. If this is rage bait Light, it's working.
This is where I complimented the animation quality, but it goes further than that. The person made it to where you can add Roblox avatars to the game and have them be animated that way. That's some badass talent right there. Unfortunately though, it doesn't excuse what Light did here.
Dude, you are almost 18 years old. You need to grow up. Genuinely. Move on from the little disagreement that me and you had back in way when. Move on. I don't want to be involved with you anymore. I really don't. Now look, this ain't the first time he's done this, and I sincerely doubt it's gonna be the last. In fact, this video alone might motivate him to go to his Discord server, go into the vent channel, and talk about how this video's making him depressed, and that he's probably gonna garner a ton of people from his Discord server to come at me. I wouldn't be shocked. I mean, heck, he has comments disabled on that video that I just showed you guys. And in the end of it, he says that he's moved on. Or the editor's note says that he's moved on. How? Excuse me, sorry. How in the world do you move on from a situation if you're still garnering, or if you're still using the person that you were trying to get away from or move on from? How are you going to move on and then proceed to involve him in a little project you're making? Like, really? I did not give him permission to use my character, dude. I never did. Like, emphasis on never, because I haven't talked to him in a year. I would not have made this video, to be honest. I didn't want to make this video. Because I don't like talking on stuff like this. Public internet drama is stupid on levels of this, is something I tend to avoid. Because it's just a bunch of raccoons with internet access. Russian Badger reference, hope you got that. But, next thing you know, I find another video. And the girl in that video looks an awful lot like another someone I know. Yeah. He nabbed a different character from another past acquaintance of his, and you guys probably know her, because she's appeared on the channel before. Her name's Jay. I played Portal 2 with her.
And am now in love with her.
He stole her Sona. Well, I'd say it loosely because he says that it's a completely different character in his AU, but guys, look at this. Now look at this. That's too convenient. That is way too freaking convenient. So, not only that, how? Why, on God's name, are you going to not only take my character, but take another person's character who had more, who knew you longer than I did? And another note, Jay is extremely disappointed in you, dude. Very disappointed in you. Like, this single-handedly probably destroyed her night. I would not have made this video if it was just me. You can come at me all you want. I'm used to that. I'm used to people... I'm used to that already. But gun after one of my friends, and that's when you get a response out of me. Jay has nothing to do with what happened between me and you, Light, so leave her out of this. Butt out. Jay did as much as she freaking could for you. Really, she did as much as she could for you, Light, and the next thing you know, you're doing this. She's heavily disappointed in you. This is one of the reasons why she freaking cut you off. It's one of the reasons why I cut you off. You do so much stuff in motives to just get attention. This is probably just an attention-seeking attempt, and not even probably, I know it is. You're not just gonna go and take a couple people's characters and act like you're gonna get away with it scot-free. For God's sake, dude. All you had to do was just come up with something original. But no, take a couple of your past acquaintances' OCs and then put them in something that they don't want to be a part in. You sound a lot like another person I knew. I mean, they're gone now, but still. This story is very similar to that. Stay out of my life, Light, and stay out of Jay's life. Leave her alone and leave me alone. I've been leaving you alone ever since I cut you off, so that does not give you the permission to continuously come at me. You need to move on. I've already moved on. I don't think about you every freaking day like you do to me. You're treating us like we're another Bree or whatever the heck their name was that screwed you over. That's what you're treating us like. Quit doing stuff like this, and maybe, just maybe, you won't be knocked off by all your other friends. Maybe they won't leave you and realize that you're just doing all this for the sake of attention. Maybe then, if you quit doing that, that'll quit happening to you. Treat others the way you want to be treated. Put your freaking petty feelings about me and Jay behind you and move on in your life. You're almost an adult. You're almost 18 years old, Light. Grow up. That's my opinion on the matter.
September 30th, 1998. It's a day I'll never forget.
Clip clappity clack. We are back. Talking about more light drama. I found out some more stuff, and I think you guys deserve to know about it. So you guys remember how I said that Light was going to bring up the video I made in his server. In fact, this video alone might motivate him to go to his Discord server, go into the vent channel, and talk about how this video is making him depressed, and that he's probably going to garner a ton of people from his Discord server to come at me. I wouldn't be shocked. Yeah, I was right. He brought up the video in his server, and that's where most of the comments that were in that video came from. Well, one of them specifically, maybe another one, but it got deleted. His friends saw it. I guess they didn't like it. Well, one of them specifically didn't like it. They called me a B word, or a son of a B word, despite not liking swearing. At that point, I showed it to my boys. I showed it to my IRL friend group, consisting of my boy Kaiden. You've probably seen him in a few videos. He's been in the Walking Dead ones. He was there to see it. Another one of his friends, Cody, was also there to see it. They both said, you know what? Let us at him. I wasn't originally going to go into a server, but I did find an invite. So I just said, you know what? Let's do it. I gave him the invite, and we went in there. The call lasted for about an hour. The first 30 minutes, admittedly, it was just Kaiden and Cody kind of just going off on them. It was just insulting. It was kind of funny, I'm not gonna lie. I want to talk about the important stuff I found out. And it's big. And what I think is the most grimiest, most petty, self-wallowing drama I've ever been a part of in my entire life. And I say I'm a part of it because at this point, Light wrote me into it, making me a part of it. It sucks, but that's just the way the coin flipped. So, the big thing I found out about Light, I talked with his friends for a while. Kaiden and Cody had to go somewhere for a little bit after that, so I just took matters into my own hands. I mean, that was originally what I was going to do anyways. I just took matters into my own hands. His friends told me that Light was doing all this out of revenge. He had malicious intent in all this. His whole purpose of stalking me for a year, rambling about me for an entire year, letting the fact that I called him a fraud get into his head for an entire year, getting my friend Jay roped into it. All of that was because he wanted to get revenge on me. I was fuming after I freaking heard that. You know what? Play the clip.
I'm sorry for interrupting here, and I know you're talking, but
What's up?
you know, I think because Light was like saying something about revenge, about
What?
This is saying about revenge.
that's why he's doing it too. I think he wants to get his revenge about the past or whatever you did. I don't know.
Revenge,
Yeah.
huh? Revenge? This is what this is about? Are you freaking kidding me?
He's talking about the past from a long time ago that he said something about you did, or I don't know. You ask him.
Yeah, I know exactly what it is. It's about me calling him a fraud. You,
That's
oh
fine.
my god, dude.
Just want to put it out there. Because
Are you serious?
Yeah, just to bring it out.
Are you freaking kidding me? This is what this is about? A revenge?
Yep.
Yes.
You are...
And even though that like all of us here that we've been like telling him that like that is never the answer for about with it, but he still does it.
yeah.
Okay.
It
I know the feeling. I know the feeling.
I know.
Alright, bro. Revenge. Okay, buddy. Allow me to remind you that I did no forms of manipulation to get that out of them. They just told me that straight up. Yeah, I was angry. And rightfully so. Or at least I think rightfully so. How would you guys feel if someone who you cut off a year ago was angry at you for an entire year after that because of something they did to you? How would you guys feel? And to find out they're doing it all for revenge. So the call kept going and going and going. I kept finding out more and more stuff. I was already fuming at the fact that this was all out of revenge. and just another attempt at attention, to seek attention from me. Then his friends told me that he's guilt tripped them, manipulated them, and also overreacts to everything from the past and focuses on the negatives. And I agree with it.
It's like, this is definitely what's going on of what he's doing. He's like doing this as like a type of game that they're like thinking us of that like every time that we like try to help him, he just keeps on like ignoring us, like we're NPCs, just like how my other friends did.
And he's guilt tripped us a lot.
Oh, really? I wouldn't put it past him. He did the same a good bit to... Probably did it to Jay. Definitely did it to me.
Oh, wow.
Do you guys notice the double standard he's having to not only me and Jay?
I already know. I've already known.
But to you guys too?
Yeah, right.
Like,
Yeah.
is there no... Where question. A genuine question. Where do we draw the line? Where is the line drawn here?
Yeah, I wondered that myself.
Yeah, like, how... I'm not gonna lie, you guys are kind of letting him do this to you. You
know, I agree with this dude. Yeah, we kind of been letting him do this. I mean, this is getting out of hand, Dark. I mean, I know you don't want to lose any friends, but this is not the friend way to do it.
The way I took it, I gave genuine advice to his friends. One of them yelled at me. I firmly told her that she wasn't gonna raise her voice at me. Don't yell at me. And it kind of made her cry.
Hey, Heckin, I am very sorry, but like, Heckin, I just don't want any of this. Because like, I have lost to too many people, and I've
Dark,
lost
he's gonna
one
keep
friend.
hurting us.
Okay.
I know, but that's the reason why that I keep on telling him for about with learning all of this, and I let myself through with this.
Hey, Foxy.
So blame me! Blame me!
Alright,
Okay, you're not gonna
alright,
raise your
calm
voice
down.
at me, number one. Don't yell at me. And two, breathe.
I mean,
Take a breather.
take a breathe, because we're literally spitting. Well, literally telling the truth.
Sorry.
It's okay.
I just don't want any of this.
Listen to me, Foxy. Look, everyone's lost people. Light has lost people. I've lost people. My friend here's lost people. All of us have, but it's no excuse to drag everyone else down with us along the way.
I do agree with that.
Yeah.
I know you don't want to lose him, but sometimes there ain't much that can be done, to be honest.
It's hard to lose people, but you gotta do it. It's hard.
I know it's hard to let go of some people, but I have to let go of a lot of people that I
Me
don't
too.
really want to be with.
It actually hurted me, but I had to learn the hard way.
It's just, hang on. It's just usually because
Just
I've been losing like so many like family, and then whenever I haven't like seen many of my friends in like so long, and I just couldn't even know what to do, and I just want all of us to be like friends forever, and like and even though that I once had a friend, but they have left me because of my sadness and everything. Even though that I can't go back to them, but like it still hurts me.
I told them that if the dude is being this big of a deal to you guys' mental health, and I didn't say this, Cody said it more so. Cody told them that if he's becoming a problem, cut him off. And I agree with that. If Light is such a problem to you guys, cut him off. But we'll talk about that more later. I told them, to be honest, dip. Run out on them. Do not bother playing into it anymore. Because all he's going to do is just continue trying to guilt trip you guys and use you and emotionally manipulate you. And that's what I called it. I called it emotional manipulation. Because that's all he freaking does to his friends is emotionally manipulate them to get what he wants. Attention. Or maybe even art. I kept on talking about that with them, telling them that you guys really need to be more firm with Light because he's treating y'all like dog water. Y'all can't just let it just continue. Because if it does continue, then who's going to be the one to stop it? I can't. I'm not there. You guys have to end the cycle. But not really you guys. Light has to. Light has to change. He needs to quit doing this because all of his friends are fed up with it. His best friend, Dark Foxy, called him cowardly, and he was acting like a 5-year-old, and he is. He is acting like a 5-year-old. But I found out he did this for revenge, treats his friends like horse crap, and thinks that everything is a game to him. That he's the big freaking hero. He's a hero, I'm the villain. His friends are nothing but NPCs and or shopkeepers. That's basically all he is. Super Light Bros. Light the Angel. Light May Cry. Or what other series can I think of? The Legend of Light. Just name a game called Light. And make it a rhythm game. Because he loves FNF. But I'm getting a bit ticked off, so I'm gonna stop myself there before I start talking more crap. Light Troid Prime. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay. Anyways, he treats them like crap, emotionally manipulates them, guilt trips them, all this and that and the other. We've established that. Then he also goes on streams and plays games and then throws temper tantrums over them. He gets depressed over games. Like, for example, he'll go on stream and deliberately make things hard on himself. For example, he'll play Smash and set the CPU to level 9. Now, coming from someone who has been playing Smash Ultimate basically ever since launch, like, I think I got the game in probably about, like, late, I think around December 2018. I could check my Switch to see whenever I first started playing it. I don't feel like doing that, though. But as someone who's played the game for a long time, yeah, level 9 CPUs are absolute boosh, and I still stand by that statement. If you guys were in the game scene, or like competitive scene, whenever Kazuya first came out, his CPU on level 9 was busted. Like, Kazuya's level 9 CPU was on something. And I don't know why. I've seen people get clipped by the level 9 Kazuya CPU. And it's crazy. Like, his CPU was on something around the time he came out. But I get that part. I get it. I get why it'd be hard. Especially since Light is probably a casual. But, like, I kind of laughed at it, to be honest, because I just said, that's nothing to me. I play Smash a lot. I'm sorry. How attention-seeking do you have to be to go on stream, make a game deliberately harder on yourself? To be like, oh, guys, you can see how sad I am. Like, I can't keep up with the CPU. It's too good. It's too good for me. I look like I'm having a stroke because since my eyes are kind of crooked, one eye is open wider than the other. Anyways, really? Like, come on, man. Like, it's so bad that I'm laughing at it. If I'm laughing at you trying to get attention, you're doing something wrong. But, okay, I need to be more serious. After that, I ended the call. I said that you guys' lives with him have already been consumed with loss and immense emotion and many other things. Then and only then can you understand why I cut him off, and why many other people have cut him off. And maybe one day you'll see my face again, and then when you do, you'll remember everything you saw and heard tonight. You'll remember all the anguish and anger and pain and all the intense emotions coursing through everyone. And when you do, please, come find me, and say thanks on the way out. That's what I told them in the end. I had to do the quiet voice because of dramatic effect. I don't know. I don't think it worked. You guys tell me. I told them that, then hung up. The call went on for about an hour. If you skipped midway through the video, I'll explain it real quick. Light was doing this for revenge. He is a jerk to his friends and does a lot of attention-seeking stuff, gets depressed over every little thing out there, and focuses too hard on the past. Basically, a good bit of what I said in my video. So, after that, about a couple days later, I find out that I never got to watch it, but I find out that he made an apology video. And I think it was very, like, from what I heard, it was very guilt trippy, and it was really, like, dodging the topic of what happened in the call. He was more so talking about his series. I came to Dark Foxy and talked to her about it. basically, the whole thing was he was saying goodbye. And he was going to give the series to someone else. He didn't exactly elaborate at all on the situation that happened and all the stuff I said about him. He did not elaborate on it at all. And I told Foxy that it was another shot at trying to get attention. And I still stand by that. I still think it was an attempt to get more attention. She said that she was disappointed in him, that he didn't listen to them, didn't listen to her and the other people before the drama. I said, at this rate, I don't think bro's gonna change. I still don't think so. That's all that really came out of that conversation that day, because I found out he made an apology on YouTube but deleted it. Who makes an apology video and then deletes it? Unless if it's old drama at that point. But why would you make a video about an apology and then can it an hour after you upload it? Like, what? That's just making you look more weird. But on the 27th, and this is how long it took me to get to this. I procrastinated too much trying to get around to it. On the 27th, I find out that Foxy's status is off. Because I kept her at it after everything that happened, after the confrontation. I kept her at it. So then I find out light dips on them. Yeah. Dips on the whole friend group. That cut them off entirely. I'll read the message. So, with a depressed Mario profile picture, I think you guys know the picture. I want to say sorry for how I reacted. ... But I'm not gonna ever change. So, I'm's not capitalized in that sentence. Oh, and another ... Quit it with the ... That just makes you sound freaking cringy. I left all servers and I'm leaving this one now. I'm still not capitalized. I don't deserve another chance and I'm gonna break this chance that I have left. ... I'm still not capitalized. So I'm doing you all a favor and I'm gonna do what's best for all of us. Both of the I'ms are not capitalized still. I'm sorry. Bye. Dude, it's like 2 o'clock as I'm recording this. I feel like my cousin's gonna walk in here and probably just slap the goofy out of me. But after that, he left. And Foxy was not happy. Rightfully so. That was her best friend. But then I see a post on YouTube. But it was more so Foxy who showed me the post. I'm gonna read it for you guys. But I'm gonna do something a bit special for it. I'm going to add errors. Stuff that's wrong with the post. And there's a lot wrong with it. Like, a lot wrong with it. So we got cliches, we got grammar errors, and then we just got errors where I just don't know where to put them. So let it begin. Again, there's no excuse for what I did. Probably gonna live with this for the rest of my life. And someone said, do we hate him? Me. I believe they actually do now of what I did because everyone's disappointed in me and probably won't ever see me again. ... God, you really had to add the extra dot in there for dramatic effect, didn't you? Like, I just want to say, I'm sorry for what I've done. I can't reset timelines or go back to the past to change the future. But I can't because I'm gonna be living with this for the rest of my life. You just said you can't twice. We got the point. I deserve to be alone. They shouldn't have given me one last chance. They should have just left. Yeah, but instead, you left. So, that's kind of a jerk move on you. Like how the Guns and Puzzles SMG4 movie predicted this happening. SMG4 has literally nothing to do with this. Like, why are you bringing up SMG4 in the middle of your apology post? Like, we don't care. Just apologize. I'm never going to change, and if anything, he was right, and everyone else, they should just cut me off and leave me alone forever just for me to be able to struggle in life without friends. I never freaking said that. Stop bringing me up inside of your freaking apology post. This has nothing to do with me. This involves you. I mean, I have real friends and they care for me. ... But people online don't need me anymore. ... Yeah, because that's what you like to believe. You're just guilt tripping everyone. This is not a real freaking apology. This is just means for attention. In other words of SOC ... question mark. Yes, because your series has to do with your main freaking apology. I'm giving the series to someone else. I'm still the owner and director of it. If you're still the owner and director of it, that doesn't mean you're giving it to someone else. What's the point of giving it to someone else if you still have complete ownership of the whole thing? But I don't believe it will come out anytime soon. And future things like more episodes, I don't know. ... Commas. Use them. And about if we see each other in the future, I don't think it'll happen. because I don't deserve to meet any of you, and if you guys do see me in public, don't be hesitant to just beat me up or harm me in any way, because I deserve it. This is super freaking guilt trippy. This is probably the most guilt trippy thing of this whole freaking quote-unquote apology. Why do you want people to freaking beat you up? Like, dude, for the love of God, stop wallowing in your own self-pity. I'm never gonna change, because what I am is who I am for eternity. You don't want to change. It's not that you can't, it's because you won't. I'm sorry. This channel might get deleted at one point. Yeah, I wonder why. There's a lot wrong with this. I'm gonna quickly elaborate it because I'm passing 20 minutes on recording time and I want to hurry up and get this over with. It's like 3 to 4 o'clock in the morning. I want to go to bed. Light didn't do that to just cut them off. He did that out of pettiness. He did that because he knows that his friends have caught on to his ways now, and he now wants to find a new friend group to do the same to them. He just said, oh, they caught on to my old stuff. Ah, the heck with them. Let's just get out of here. That is messed up. You don't be with people in means of trying to get a benefit from them. They're not your friends with benefits, Light. They're your friends, and they freaking care about you. They still care about you. Foxy was immensely heartbroken whenever you freaking left her. You did a lot of harm the way you dipped on them. And that is messed up. That's something I can't forgive. I mean, I already don't forgive you. But just because I called you out doesn't mean you need to make sure your friends feel the pain, feel the burn. Let me go on my freaking villain arc. You know, I'm not the hero anymore. I'm not an angel. I'm a demon. I need to make these guys feel the pain. That is disgusting of you, dude. And I know why he did it, because, I mean, I just said it. He did it because his friends have caught on to him, and now he can't emotionally manipulate them anymore to get what he wants. So he's going to chuck a tantrum and then go find some other people to do the same to them. That is messed up. He literally threw aside his best friends because he can't emotionally manipulate them anymore, and that is terrible. That is genuinely terrible, and yet he's still guilt-tripping people in that post. So that's just proof that he ain't gonna change, and it's not because he can't, it's because he deliberately won't. He knows how he is, and he's not gonna do anything about it. He's just gonna keep being this freaking emotionally manipulative, guilt-tripping, just jerk. And that is awful. I don't wish that upon anyone to have a friend like that, because it's terrible. I wouldn't know how it is. It's awful, and I don't wish it upon anyone. But it's 4 o'clock in the morning. That's really all I wanted to say. Just bottom line, I wanted to update you guys on what was going on. And Light, I know you're watching this. You seriously got some stuff you need to work out, because you did your friends dirty. That will not be tolerated. Again, that's all I gotta say on the matter. Hopefully this will be the last time. Sorry to burst your bubble, but it wasn't. So, I guess we're back here, huh? I'm having to make another video about this absolute malarkey. I'm gonna make this one quick, because I'm trying to train on Smash to get better at the game. I seriously do not have time to deal with this right now, and I honestly am too lazy to make a full video about someone who I called out 3 months ago. I am genuinely appalled at this level of stubbornness even existing in the world. Let's just get this boosh over with. You guys remember Light, right? The person I called out back in September? The person who made this video about me? The person who also made this video about my friend Jay? Well, it turns out that he made an apology video a week after all that. I don't think the video is up anymore, nor do I really have the energy to care enough to look for it again, but I remember it being very dodgy around the stuff he did. And no, Light, I know you're seeing this. I do not forgive you. I never will forgive you. Please stop trying to get my attention. However, that's not the thing I wanted to talk about. The main reason I'm making this video in the first place is because this drawing ended up on my feed. There's some very familiar faces there. Gee, I wonder who scribbled out. You still trying to get revenge on me, Light? Are you seriously still salty about the fact that I first cut you off and then finally confronted you a year later because you kept indirectly harassing me and others who didn't and still don't want anything to do with you? You're seriously still making references about the demon in your life who exposed your true nature? You are so bloody immature. You seriously need to grow up and leave the past in the past. You're also still after Jay, which is absolutely crazy. She was and still is over your crap. Leave Jay alone, dude. She didn't do anything to you. She is way bigger fish to fry. Stop making it worse. She started being forced into this when she didn't do anything to warrant your harassment. I'm seriously fed up more than I was back in September because you genuinely did great to leave all of us alone. What snapped now, I wonder? I may never know, but I do know that this is going to be floating around on the horizon. Is this a low blow? Probably. Am I using it as a desperate attempt to get Light to leave me and the others who have cut him off alone? You bet your sweet bippy I am. I am so bloody tired of this dude winding up on my feet and finding out he's being really petty and immature over me trying to keep him away from me. Light, you seriously need to grow the heck up, because this is becoming really tiring. I'm not losing sleep over any of this. You shouldn't be either. Grow some balls and man up and move on. Dwelling on the past will hold you back forever and in turn drag down everyone who cares about you with you. Stop chasing people just to get them to forgive you. It won't work, and better yet, it will only make them want to stay even further away from you. This technically classifies as harassment. Stop it. That is all I'll say. For the love of God, leave us alone, dude. We already told you to stay away from us numerous times. Stop trying to garner our attention to be friends with you again. Please. You know, despite everything going on in my life in the background, I'm genuinely impressed I've kept it together for as long as I have. All the drama with my past friends, the family bullshit I've put up with, some other things. And despite that, I haven't even come close to the concept of changing who I am, or going on some kind of villain arc. It's amazing what a strong-willed person can overcome. However, there is always that one person who keeps trying to strike two rocks together in the background to ignite a spark that only engulfs you in flames of pure rage. Light was doing that to me. For the longest time, out of pure pettiness. However, that era is in the past. Done and done. Wait, what? How did you hear what I was thinking about? What do you mean he's back? I put this to rest 6 months ago. Yeah, he's back talking shit. Oh, for the love of... Insanity. It's doing the exact same thing over and over again, expecting shit to change. That is the madness I am going through, having to perform this possibly meaningless ritual for the 4th time now. Notice that I said possibly meaningless. That means that I myself recognize my insanity in the actions I'm committing to, and yet, I still hold out hope for something to change in all this. Deep down though, I know it isn't. I expect this shit to pick back up in 2 months, knowing this group of insolent fucks that absolutely refuse to leave me alone despite being so scared of me. I know I'm using strong language, but it is all I have in the end regarding this situation. I have nothing nice to say. I'm tired and want this madness to end so I can go on in life fighting the mental war I have been battling to even wake up in the mornings. To think a blatantly homophobic person who leads a blatantly homophobic group while he and his group put on a hardcore Christian act and twist everyone's heads around to make anyone he has wronged in the past is Satan is still on me despite me having everything against him after 2 years now is bewildering. Not only that, but to make a 40-minute long video about me acting like I am this horrible person, accusing me of being racist, a man-child, and calling me unemployed, all while he had it coming, is also completely bewildering. Like a good friend of mine says all the time, play stupid games, win stupid prizes. This time, I am not holding back. This video is no longer just about you, Light. You roped your friends into this mess, so I'm gunning them down here too. So, around a month or two ago, Light posted this 40-minute video talking about me and trying to make it look like a call-out. However, what the whole video really is just them shit-talking me with no real evidence to back their words, because they are so bloody scared of me. Why are they so scared of me, you ask? Because my comments are hidden on their channels, and they deep down know that I have actual evidence against them. To add on to this claim, they would never call me out by name until this video was posted. They knew that if people came after me, I would have shown them who they're really siding with. I have a ton of evidence to completely tarnish Light's reputation, and most, if not all of it, I made public. However, it strictly stayed here on YouTube. This time, I'm posting all of this everywhere. I mean it when I say I am no longer holding back. My patience has completely shattered. My contact, who I'll refer to as Demi, informed me about it. They were also really fed up with Light shit, and whenever they showed me what was going on, I completely snapped. And didn't help that this happened only a few days after I made my update video informing you guys about my father. After a while, I finally calmed down and came up with an idea. Me and Demi would make burner accounts and then sneak into Light's server. Safe to say that plan worked very well. We got in and acted like two teenage boys, one being Kira and the other being Sova. We went to church together and lived very Christian lives. Sure, that was pretty on the nose, but hey, it worked. As time went on, I got more and more evidence that this group is not friendly at all. From someone named Rockstar Candy being really openly homophobic and not supporting gay pride, alongside trying to force that on people on social media, to someone named Anon Cassandra, now known as Casanova, being very predatory towards Light. I'll elaborate more on that part later. She's getting her own segment, as I believe that she is the huge glaring reason why 90% of this shit even went down. We patiently waited a month to find the open window to confront Light. Me and Demi wrung his server dry of everything we could get, and it's safe to say that we came back with a motherload. After a month, Demi managed to get Light into a VC as they made up a facade that I got into a bad skirmish with a former Splatoon team I was on that was 100% my fault, purely to make him believe that they had evidence against me that would out me. That worked like a charm. Once I got the all clear, I quickly snapped a video together for them to stream to Light and everyone else. That right there was the moment we made history. I got him. The truth is, I am Kira. Got a lot of stuff about what's been going on here as of recently. Anything you want to say? Come on, hit me with it. Hit me with your best shot. Obviously, I'm not going to show the whole thing. The only time I use this video is for me to reinforce claims that I make, as in this video, I brought up everything that they were whining about. If I were to show you the full video, that would make this thing drone on for hours. So, let's skip the long-ass high school essay and just split everything into segments so we can keep a flow going.
Do you
remember, you're coming? I'm coming from a family who really went to church.
That?
Support
Do you
what?
even support that?
Support what?
Pride.
Pride? The
I'm talking
sin?
about the
Or gay
LGBT
pride?
pride.
Dude, Who gives a fuck about someone being gay? Who cares? Let them be whoever the hell they want to be. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. I really don't give a fuck if people are gay or not. I have thousands upon thousands of friends who are gay. I do not care. They are still my friend. I still love them nonetheless. If that interaction alone doesn't give you a glance into what this friend group is like, God help you. This segment is mainly targeting the person who asked me if I really supported gay pride, and his name is Rockstar Candy. He is someone who I have had my scope on for a long while, ever since I first snuck into Light's server. The second I saw he was saying that the deadly sin pride is the same as gay pride, and that people who support it are, in his words, working with Satan, I felt like I had discovered a literal goldmine of controversy regarding this friend group. For those who don't know much about religion, or choose not to go into it, pride is one of the 7 deadly sins, which basically means that you think you're more important than God, that you're literally a higher power. In layman's terms, a batshit insane ego, or being absolutely full of yourself. Now, please tell me in the comments, does that at all relate to gay pride? If you said no, then you're absolutely correct, but Candy would love to disagree with you. In this Twitter reply chain, you can very clearly see Candy saying that they are exactly the same, and hell, even told one of his fellow Christians to stop supporting gay pride as it is a sin, according to him. Friendly fire will not be tolerated, my guy. Then, on this post that Light made about shows that represent LGBTQ on Disney being canned, Candy came in there and said that Disney is doing the right thing by not supporting that LGBTQ stuff, and that anyone who does is accommodating to Satan's plans and his agenda. Yeah, batshit insane, am I right? He's not the only one that shares his views, as here, Dark Foxy agrees with him. I have already proved that Light agrees with those views too, in a past video. Then, in the server, Demi played into one of Light's Bible statements regarding being gay, asking Candy to vouch for it. In turn, he mentioned the Adam and Eve thing. However, we found something grand that is the icing on the shit sundae. Candy reposting this absolutely horrid Christian post from Facebook. Now, I don't know if it was him who made it, or if it was just something he saw himself. But Jesus, some of the claims in there are just... what? Now, it has been a considerably long time since I have went to church myself. The last time I did was roughly 10 years ago with my dad. I used to go with him when I was a kid all the time. I'm not an expert in religion, and hell, I don't really intend on going any further into it until I become way older. All I believe is that Jesus died for our sins, there is a God up there, and that there is a heaven and hell, as I was brought up to believe. For these cucklords to come at me and say that I need to pick up a Bible instead of telling Dark that my daddy is Christian, all the while I was quite literally fucking taking care of him when they said that shit, which I will not tolerate, by the way. Fuck you all for saying that shit. That was genuinely uncalled for, is genuinely mind-boggling. However, that is all I have in regards to the homophobia stuff, save for these screenshots from Dark. Pause and read them if you want, it's up to you. All in all, everyone in there is homophobic and chooses to force that onto other people. It's people like them that give Christianity a bad name. Come on, roast me. No balls. Do it. Roast me, please. Roast me so hard my hair falls off. Come on. Because, I mean, I still got plenty of patches right here. Come on, roast it right off. You can do it.
I'm not gonna friggin' do that, even though that Mr. Springtrap did that, but he's not even here.
Get a plastic surgeon to fix you up. I roasted Gag so hard, his hair fell off. I roasted Gag so hard, his hair fell off. I roasted Gag so hard, his hair fell off. I roasted Gag so hard, his hair fell
off. Minors do not interact for your safety. Bruh. Let me look up my name. Because they call me Gage and it kind of pisses me off. This is where they talked about how, like, they think I'm gonna kill him. It's fucking weird. This is a voice chat, let's see. This is evidence that they were stalking me. This is literal evidence that they were stalking me, because this was like a day after I posted that Lego Movie video. As literal evidence they were fucking stalking me. Apparently I'm racist. Since I hate on him, I'm racist. Because, like, they're so, like, scared shitless of me because of the fact I have so much against him. Oh! Ooh! 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 I didn't see that. Expose people to make them happy. We're not exposed you on Twitter. Huh? Huh? Oh, this dude, the plot's getting juicier. Okay, this is stuff I missed. Ooh! What is this about? Oh! I think this is when he came back. I think this is when he came back to them. No? I love how they talk about me and then like they go to talking about, oh, you need to animate something. It's just like, you're gonna fucking bring up work while your friend is having a breakdown? That's kind of fucking stupid. Well,
Wasn't he racist to Light or something, saying all that? Well,
I believe he was.
all that stuff or whatever.
Yeah, I believe that he was.
so, apparently, because of the fact that I have retaliated against you harassing me on multiple occasions, I'm racist, Light? Seriously? I'm a manipulator? I'm Satan? I thought I have seen everything regarding the internet and how absolutely stupid the people on it can be, but this is deadass the weakest, most desperate bluff I have ever heard in all of my years of being on here. First of all, how in the world am I racist for standing up for me and my girlfriend when you were quite literally harassing us? Second, what the hell does racial motivation have to do with any of this? Oh wait, you can't answer that question because your friend Cass already proved that you all were talking out of your ass by not answering my question.
Didn't they say we were racist?
Yeah, actually. How am I racist?
Oh my god.
How am I
SMH.
racist?
SMH.
One of us said? I don't recall
Yes.
me saying that.
I don't remember.
Yeah, okay, Cass.
Cass.
How am I racist? Yeah, Cass is honestly the martyr in y'all's friend group right now because holy shit, they said a lot of stuff. About one to punch me in the face and call me a bitch. You guys are so scared of me and are fiending over finding anything to silence me because of the info I have on you guys that is beyond hilarious. Not only that, but you indirectly gave me even more evidence against you guys. Second, the manipulation claims. They were saying this in response to when Light ran away from them because he was found out, and then proceeded to twist the story into making it look like I was the one who manipulated everyone into viewing Light in a bad, well, light. How is it manipulation when your asses are the ones that sold Light out to me immediately? I was under the terrifying presence perk to you guys. You guys folded under zero pressure. If anything, Light should have left you guys because y'all sold his ass out. Mind you, I barely even had to try and get any information out of anyone in there. They kept just spilling to me and donating more and more ammo to me. The same thing happened last year and it happened here too. Third, the claim that I'm Satan. What exactly do you expect me to say here? I mean, the closest thing I got is the fact that my persona is part demon, but even then he's still a hero. Light's Sona is meant to be angelic, yet this whole video is proving quite the opposite. Am I right? However, I believe it's now time to get into properly the most juicy part of the video. This individual was so jarring that she actively warranted her own dedicated section due to how much of a red flag she truly is. Oh, yeah. Cass was watching my YouTube channel. What was that all about? Yeah, why? I wasn't even stalking y'all at all. And then you were stalking my blue sky. And then making a bit of me making it 18 plus. Whenever you yourself are 18 plus. Speaking of which, why are you in a server that is ran by a 17-year-old if you're minors DNI? What's that about? Kinda a little bit contradicting there, don't you think?
Why would you bring Light into that? That's
No,
Why
literally,
would she-
look in their Discord bio. It says minors do not interact. Meanwhile, they're interacting with Light. What's that about?
Cass.
Yeah, I know you're watching this, Cass. This one goes out to you, buddy. You have officially landed a full segment in this video, as your predatory behavior towards Light has warranted it. I've seen the way you have acted with Light, and everything you have blindly said about me in a fit of rage, and while the rage part is funny, what you're doing to Light is not funny or okay at all. You very blatantly have minors do not interact in your bio, yet you have Light as your little brother in the same exact bio, while you also know his middle name for some godforsaken reason that you deliberately revealed without me even asking, by the way. You call him Sweetie Cakes and Hun and all kinds of other odd pet names. You coddle him in a weird way. That's blatant predatory behavior. Do you realize how fucked up that is? Light probably doesn't even know that you're doing that to him. Also, Dork joined in on it with you. That's even worse! I don't like Light one bit, but just because I don't like someone doesn't mean I'm gonna let them be preyed on by a weirdo if I can point it out. Not only that, but you have said a ton of heinous stuff about me. You're the one who started the whole Gagey is racist bullshit. You said you wanted to punch me in the face to tell me how much of a bitch I am, that I overreacted to Light using my OC and something I did not consent to. You got quite a bit of dirt on you, don't you? Is that why you rebranded Cass? Are you trying to run away from what you did? I know I sound very furious right now, but grooming is something I have no tolerance or forgiveness towards. Never have, never, ever will.
What's sus about with it? I want to know.
The one Cass was in that server now. Or where that this guy whatever that
Dude. Did you just ask me why it's sus that someone who has minors do not interact in their bio is interacting with a minor? Did you just ask me why that's sus?
Is there something wrong about with it?
Yes! Yes, very! That's very, like, weird.
But like, heckin', what does she do?
Bro, you don't put do not interact with me minors inside your bio, then proceed to go interact with minors yourself. You don't do that. That's a no-no. Like,
okay,
what?
hang on. That's not how that works.
That's more damning evidence that I had to explain why that's a red flag.
Haha, this will be fun. Hi YouTube. Gagey is sick and can't talk, so I'm here to, fill in for him. I want to add on to that original video, as I noticed something that Gagey didn't mention in it. I also want to bring up what Light and Foxy have done after Gagey made the video. Oh, and if you don't like my voice, then kiss my ass. Gagey can't talk right now. I'm all you got. Rockstar Candy tried to force Light's bisexual partner to not be bisexual. That further proves him as a homophobe. Not only that, but Light didn't seem to care. Great partner.
I do know homosexuality is a sin. That's the thing.
Guess I'm going to hell.
Me when
yes, technically.
Me when
well, as long as you repented.
Me when that was like a mistranslation.
That was never been a mistranslation.
It's never a mistranslation.
Homosexuality is always going to be the same, whatsoever.
Wait a minute. Another thing. Wasn't Light's partner, like, bi?
I have been questioning that a lot. I've been even telling her that not to do that.
Okay, don't tell someone to try to be something they're not. Let's not do that.
Only point I wanted to make. Anyways, take a peek at this shit. Yeah, absolutely stupid, right? Oh shit, Gagey is back. Gotta go, chat. I love you all. Have a great day.
Alright, I'm done with my nap. Let's get right back down to business. So, the second to final thing that I want to show you guys is Light's posts on YouTube that was made shortly after I made the finale. Oh, and an extra homophobic post on Twitter.
No, look at this one!
These mofos crazy as hell. However, I've exposed that enough. I mean it when I say I'm done this time. Oh, and Light, I know you made a doc that is pure blasphemy. I'm not gonna bother responding to it though. No need. I'm just gonna make you the butt of 90% of the jokes on my channel from now on. You know, since you can't get my dick out of your mouth. Well, anyways, for the final time, that is all I have to say. Much love to you all. I got a new super video to make. This has been Gagey. Peace out.